Well, so much for uploading before a month. Anywho, chapter 231. Yeah, I know you're already asking, why the fuck didn't you upload for 300, you piece of shit? Well, funny enough, I recorded, and it's halfway edited. I'll gladly show you guys. It's pretty much halfway edited, but I just didn't get to finish it because I had to finish a really important order. Anywho, I have some big announcements to make at the end of this video, so do please stick around to the end just to see what I have to say, stuff like that. But for now, let's just get into chapter 301, and then I'll proceed to explain all the little details and details. As for this chapter, the next time for it was fireworks, which immediately made me think of the cheer update, and the anime ended around that episode, so the timing was literally immaculate. And so when Chizuru gets the ideal proposal thing, and it makes you think of the cheer update, I think that's intentional. I think it's like a semi-bait, because let's not forget, Chizuru is kind of like a realist character, while at the same time she has dreamer elements to her, and so Chizuru is probably gonna find this element between. And of course, like when you look back to the cheer update, that's like literally the ideal date. The girlfriend speech, the perfect girlfriend speech, it's actually translated differently in the official translations, and in the anime, it's my ideal girlfriend. Not to mention, we actually already heard Chizuru's ideal marriage, so now we're asking what is Chizuru's ideal proposal. So Chizuru already kind of knows what her ideal marriage is like. Kazuya knows that, but he doesn't know what her ideal proposal is like. Anywho, without further ado, chapter 301, I'm Faye, talk about rent girlfriend stuff, and let's mosey. Yep, we're here. Your ideal marriage proposal to receive. And then, oh, the other thing I didn't get to mention, it's really interesting that Chizuru gets the 100 card and Kazuya gets 56, because Chizuru's card is like, you have to say exactly what you're feeling, which is like a huge challenge to Chizuru, who is the character that often like restricts herself, doesn't say everything, right? Kazuya gets a 56 card, which is a proposal that's kind of his ideal, but not really, which is again, really fitting for his character considering everything we've been through with him. Also, cute note, last chapter has a lot of subtle details. For instance, Kazuya's card reads 56, and 56 can be read as go mo, like gomo gomo no, oftentimes known to be a reference to One Piece because of how it's read. Just cute details like that. So if you guys are interested, go check out my chapter 300 video when I upload it. Hopefully it'll be uploaded somewhere close to this time, but please go check that out. I'll probably have it linked up here at some point. But yeah, okay, so I guess he's explaining the rules of the game. Available now by All Right Games. Also, before anybody like assumes Reishi's not getting paid for this, he just really likes this game. Because the same thing happened in Paradise when Reishi went to like Hawaiians and he took pictures and all of that. Hawaiians didn't actually sponsor him. A lot of people assume they did, they didn't. Reishi just likes doing this in his writing a lot. Ito. Cards are numbered from 1 to 100, and each player must talk about the topic question in a way that matches the number on their card, without revealing their number. In the cooperative talking game, players need to correctly guess each other's number to put them in ascending order. If they can do that, they win. Minnie also mentions the card game involves working together, which actually perfectly matches the themes currently with this story. In that same way, the game also challenges your values, not your skills, which directly plays into the themes at hand. This also perfectly matches the current progression of Chizuru's character, which is her opening up and being true to herself and all of those themes, which is literally just kind of the whole thing the arc has kind of been building towards. First, she connects to people, which is like bringing people into her home. Now she's opening up and being her true self around them, coming full circle to everything Sayuri said at the start of the series, but now Chizuru's the one putting it into action. Chizuru's the one taking action. That's kind of been the whole theme of the cohabitation arc. Let's continue with the chapter. My girlfriend in the card game part 2. Okay, my ideal proposal, 56, huh? It's exciting to think I might get to hear Mizuhara's ideal proposal, but she has such a poker face, I can't even tell what her number is. There's no point in stressing over it, I guess. Even her poker face is beautiful. What even is a 56-point proposal anyway? Beats me. Normally I should be giving the proposal, not receiving one. I guess they want me to think from the girl's perspective. Even if it's just a game, I don't want her to think of me as a weirdo. What? You call that a 56-point proposal? That's more like 3 points. Your true colors are showing. This could lose me points. I've gotta put some thought into this. Okay, since you two are beginners, you can go in any order, from whoever decides first. I'll go first. How about on the way back from a trip to the Animate store, we're on a train packed with people and he pops the question like, wanna share a grave with me? Okay, so She got a really low number, let's be real. Also, I'm like 90% sure Minnie rigged this game. A popular anime merch store in Japan. Yep, that's the thing she was mentioning. Huh? What? What's up with that? A train packed with people. I think it's pretty accurate. It couldn't be more perfect. That has to be a low number. The dude must have lost his mind. It's gotta be sweaty in there. Oh, but we've also got the merch we want from the gacha, so we're a little happy. That it's a high number? Nah, no way. A gacha is a toy vending machine that distributes items at random. God damn it. I know the pain of a gacha all too well. Please understand. I used to play Fate Go a lot. A packed train sharing a grave? Is that really what a woman wants? No, it's gotta be lower than 56, right? What you got, master? Come on, tell us. Well, average. Gotta think average. Maybe like, we're alone in a room, she takes out a ring and says, let's get married. That's actually... It's funny because that can happen. That's the best part. It's funny because that can happen. Oh God, she's staring at him silently. I like how her mouth is covered so you don't know what kind of, like, whether she's smiling, frowning. She's just kind of staring, right? So it's a poker face. Perfect. Oh my God. I feel like I'm getting judged so hard right now. This is super embarrassing. That's pretty normal. Got any kind of twist to it? Like, what time of day? Maybe past noon. Leave me alone. It's 56 points. That's good enough, right? Okay, how about you, Chizuru-san? Mizuhara, so what's she gonna say? Let's see. We're in a private helicopter watching beautiful fireworks from above when he pulls out a diamond ring, and without hesitation he says, I love you. Please marry me. God damn. God damn. I love how we were all kind of wrong. That's the best part. We were all just kind of fucking wrong. He baited this shit. It's funny because I like thought to myself, like, what if it's like a festival or like something really beautiful and cool, but that's also like really interesting and like super overkill, which is like fascinating for a character like Chizuru who's very rooted in realism. That sounds fucking insane, right? That sounds fucking insane. Right? And then Minnie's like, what? That's gonna be Max. Kazuya's like, what the fuck? I can't do that. I can't. It'd be hilarious if Kazuya pulls this off in the future. That'd be the best part, right? That'd be fucking hilarious if Kazuya actually pulls this shit off in the future. But, oh my God, that's wild. What the fuck? How much does that ring cost? The more expensive, the better. That's totally the max. It's 100 points. This is good enough, right? Huh? A helicopter and fireworks? A diamond ring? She just dropped some serious lines. Look here, Mori-san says this is clearly a higher number. Seriously, what's going on? Is her number really that high? I might have just heard something incredible. Oh, but wait, maybe it's not the max after all. Huh? If you're being realistic, that's kind of a waste of money. We're not a bubble economy. Feels a bit risky to marry someone who does that. Lots of women prefer a more natural proposal too. Minnie, my queen! Minnie, my queen! This is also really interesting thematically speaking. Chizuru does this proposal that you would think Umi could pull off, right? Like that kind of proposal, you would think Umi could pull that off. And that's what's fascinating about such a insane out there proposal that does not match Kazuya's character whatsoever. So that kind of misdirection with her line, it's interesting how it directly plays into this whole theme of like the game is testing your values of being true to yourself. And in that sense, Chizuru wasn't being true to herself. That's kind of interesting because we don't know how true this was. It's 100 points. This has got to be enough, right? Is this like what Chizuru thinks would be the ideal proposal? Or is this what Chizuru actually wants the ideal proposal to be? Right? Isn't that fascinating? And that really plays with your head. Now it's gotten in your head because you don't know. The whole idea of this kind of proposal is to get in your head because now you don't fucking know. It's messing with you. So when Minnie challenges like that, and she says it doesn't make sense, it directly plays with Chizuru's head and now it plays with Kazuya's head. So whenever they see what the number is, it's gonna be like, what the fuck? What? Wait, that's actually what you want? Right? Like, and then you stop and look at her and like as a friend, like if you're a friend, you'd be like, wait, seriously, that's the kind of thing you would really want? And I think that perfectly plays with Chizuru's mind and our mind, and understanding what values you want in your life. You gotta understand what you want out of your life and those kinds of things. So that's also really interesting. And it also makes you think, what would have Kazuya said had he gone the 100 card? What would Minnie have said? I love this game. This is such a great idea. Huh? Wait, really? I don't know what to think anymore. I'm starting to think yours is pretty good, Master. Maybe you two are super close. Your numbers. But it's 100. Wait a sec. Can I change mine? Huh? She wants to change it? Of course, this is a cooperative game. It's great and stress-free. Are you sure you're not getting paid for this? She's allowed to change it. Did she get worried because of Yomori-san's comment? It's cute seeing Mizuhara get worked up over a game, but it's kind of rare to see her be so indecisive. There it is. She's being indecisive. Then, how about we're on our way home after grocery shopping? We're laughing together, and then suddenly, he just asks me, would you make me miso soup every morning? Or something like that. That's insanely different. That's totally different. But it's also thematically perfect for Chizuru's character, because Chizuru wants to be just like a normal everyday girl. That's Chizuru's whole thing, is like she wants to be a normal everyday girl. And I love how Reiji draws her here, where she's like, look at how she's drawn when she says the fireworks. Her eyes are closed, she's looking down. It's not real, right? She says this, and look at how he draws her. Chef's fucking kiss, bro. Like, this is real. This is fucking real. Her eyes are open, she's looking down, she's blushing. Ooh, I like that one. I wanna be asked that. Oh, it'd totes be the instant kind if I made it. Minnie, I just fucking make the instant miso soup, not the real one. That's kinda cute. Wait, was the miso soup important? Or was it the trip home? Also, she changed her answer after Yomori-san said it could be a low number. Does that basically confirm she has a really high number? Huh? Should I be taking notes? But it wouldn't be cool to just pick away at my phone right now. Oh man, this is too much for my brain to handle. This could be very valuable info. Well, I probably have the lowest here. No objections, right? I'll show my card. 12. Mine's 12. On a packed train. I pray no man ever tries that. Now, it's down to you two. Who's got the lowest? All you gotta do is drop the lower number and we win. I mean, she was talking about the fireworks in the helicopter the first time. It's seriously hard to believe that's below 56. I'm pretty sure I've got the lower number. Well, kinda does feel that way. Can I show my card? Yep, if Chizuru-san agrees. I have no idea what's on her mind, but I'm gonna show it. Is that a silent yes? Here. Oh, 56, huh? Yep, that's pretty average. What you got? We win this round if Chizuru-san is higher. We're safe. Ooh, we win then. Congrats.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
That was some smooth sailing, huh? It was almost too easy. I like how she avoids showing her card. She says we win, but she doesn't show the card, right? Anyway, at least I got through this without coming off as a weirdo. By the way, how high was your number? Okay, the game wasn't rigged. Okay, the game wasn't rigged, dude. The game wasn't fucking rigged. No, when you see Minnie like this, the game was now fucking rigged. No fucking way. Oh my god. 100? Ooh, wow, Chizuru-san, you've got some wild luck. Wait a sec. You pulled 100 on your first play. Are you some kind of god? 100? Yet 100? More like bad luck in this case. So that was perfect for her? No, Kazuya, no. Oh my god.
You fell victim to one of the classic blunders.
Helicopter. Yo, what if he fucking pulls it off? That'd be fucking hilarious. Oh my god. That's her ideal proposal. Okay, let's go again. The topic is popular ingredients for onigiri. Onigiri! I just immediately heard Zoro. Onigiri! Okay, pick a card, you two. I'm gonna say it rocks. Oh, he looks so defeated. That is way too much to handle. Fireworks from a helicopter is her 100. How the hell can I pull that off? Probably not me, not in my life. Roll. Oh, I like how he drew the rolls like Kazuya's shirt. Because we haven't actually seen Kazuya wear the shirt in a while. A CEO, maybe only a CEO could, which means someone like that is her ideal type, right? This is all because you wanted to play that game! You screwed me over big time! Had a good time. He had a good time. I think she was just trying to go with what most people would want. Were you the one who said this tested our values? Well, look at that! Tested and done! What she wants is clear as day. It's just a game. You don't worry about it that much. She changed her mind after that, you know? I know it's just a game, so I don't know how much of it was true since she did change her mind after. But at the very least, it's clear that even Mizuhara dreams about stuff like that. She's always been out of my reach. I mean, it's what a girl wants. Ah, what do I know? Hey, Master, Chizuru-san's gonna hear you. Master, calm down. Interesting. Damn. Reiji, hot damn, bro. Reiji, hot damn, bro. I'm gonna need you to... Actually, don't dial it back. This is perfect. I was gonna say dial it back. Don't dial it back. This is great. No, okay. So we have seen this image right here with Chizuru. We saw it on Threads. Reiji posted this image on Threads. So we've already seen this. Now, as far as what we have next. Hey, me editing this video. I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna split the reaction portion and the reaction analysis portion into two separate videos. I'm probably going to do this more in the future just because it's easier and it'll allow me to create the content I kind of want to make more often, you know, just kind of balances it out a little bit. So don't you fret, I will be getting it out soon, even though I cut my head, I'm wearing my shirt upside down, and I'm sitting here with my tea, hoping to God I finish this on time. Yep. I already said a few comments here and there in the video. For example, I did try to explain how the game is not, for example, the objective truth of what the characters believe. The little portion where I'm like, oh yeah, like it gets in your head whether Chizuru's saying the real thing or not. It's simply put, literally Minnie says it, it's like it's not the real answer, it's the answer she thinks people would want to hear, not her actual beliefs, because Chizuru essentially has low self-esteem. And the second answer is more akin to what she actually believes, something we've actually seen in previous chapters. So do look forward to the analysis portion. I will show you guys exactly what I mean about those previous chapter stuff and explore this in a little bit more detail. And the whole point of the chapter is essentially how Chizuru's words and actions are perceived by the people around her, specifically Kazuya, and how Kazuya reacts depending on what she says, and Chizuru recognizing that fact by the end of the chapter. Oh, and big warning before I continue with anything else, there is no chapter next week. Yeah, unfortunately we won't be getting a chapter until the week after, so we got a 2-week between, and it seems like prime time for me to upload things. God, I hope I'm able to do that. God, I really don't want to waste these 2 weeks. This break is also interesting because it's not a magazine break. Usually Reiji doesn't actually take breaks, but this one is actually him. Reiji's the one taking a break for this time. And for some of the people who might not know, Reiji doesn't usually take breaks. He's one of the few authors who has like a really consistent schedule, and he's like a really healthy author, so he doesn't take many breaks. He's actually really consistent and he keeps it up all the time, which again is very impressive for a weekly manga. In fact, Reiji has only taken about 6 breaks in total in his entire career, and with this one it would actually be about 7. So yeah, just interesting thing I felt like pointing out. We don't know the reason why Reiji's taking a break. It's not really specified, but if anything, 1, good for him. 2, it might mean something is coming up soon, especially considering there was no season 4 announcement, and it kind of feels like there's some stuff brewing in the background, whether it be in the narrative or just for the series as a whole. Because for instance, a lot of people are probably assuming, oh, season 3 is the end. I actually don't think so. I think we're going to get more seasons and possibly an OVA, maybe even a Sumi spin-off. And the reason I genuinely believe this is, 1, Rent-A-Girlfriend's actually really successful. Like, I know many of you like see the early numbers when the manga releases and you all immediately assume, oh, the manga's losing money, he's not making money. That's not true. The manga is actually doing perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The anime, despite having its clear visual issues and direction, all of that shit, is still very successful. And to top it all off, one of the things you can tell is that when they released season 3, they never said it was the final season. There was no information or anything. Nothing indicated it was over. And they left it on a a cliffhanger. Like, sure, it's a cliffhanger that says, oh, go read the manga for now, but it doesn't say, oh, that's it, we're done, goodbye, right? It doesn't feel that way. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be making more content, especially considering, again, Rent-A-Girlfriend is lucrative, it makes money, it doesn't make sense to not keep making content. So yeah, for people who are worried, don't worry, I think we're gonna be fine, but I think this is the time to be a little bit patient. Now, before I end the video, the next time for next chapter is honor, written in kanji, and then there's katakana right above it that reads follow. And the interesting portion about the whole follow thing is that it's one of those weird things in Japanese, but basically it kind of seems to align with this whole idea of following up, like helping someone out when they make a mistake, something like that. I'll explain it more in the other video, but the whole idea is follow up honor. So it's like maybe you're trying to help someone out with honor, or you're trying to protect someone's honor when they made a mistake or something like that. This could make a lot of sense considering Reiji has been referencing chapters from like the very beginning of the 3-month time skip thing until the investigation stuff, and then he comes back to those, and so the past few chapters have all been references to that in some fashion. For instance, chapter 240 through 42 are called The Girlfriend and the Assessment Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. And then when we jump to the current chapters, Reiji actually references that directly by calling chapter 297 The Girlfriend and the Assessment Part 4. The chapter after that is called something a little bit different, but is directly connected to that. Then chapter 243 happens to be the bra chapter that Reiji directly calls back to and even makes chapter 299 about. And then we have chapter 244 where the characters don't talk to each other directly, they instead talk to each other through their phones, and in here it's about them directly interacting with one another and what those direct interactions mean for the other person. See what I mean? All coming back full circle, directly connecting and being flipped on its head. And the easiest way you can understand this is the bra chapter. Initially, Kazuya finds a bra that he thinks is Chizuru's. It's not Chizuru's. Chapter 299, Kazuya finds a bra that he thinks is Chizuru's, and he's told it's not Chizuru's, only for it to actually be Chizuru's. Chizuru even sticks around the same exact way. So what I think Reiji's doing is that we have seen footage of future chapters, specifically chapter 303, and we've seen a footage of Chizuru talking to someone, and she's using honorifics. She's saying, can I have a moment of your time? She's using honorifics. This is really interesting specifically because you don't say that to friends, you don't say that to classmates. So who do you say that to? And then we see that chapter 303 is called The Girlfriend and the Friend Part 3. If any of you know these chapters, they're chapter 13 and chapter 182. Yeah, really weird big jump. But they're both directly connected to Kibe, with the underlying tone of mommy being in the background. So an element of mommy is going to be present, and if you think about it, follow up, honor, Chizuru follows up with this person and she uses honorifics, so it could be Chizuru's trying to cover for Kazuya's honor or something along those lines. Chizuru's reaching out to Kibe for some reason. That's essentially what I think it is. So I think chapter 302 is going to end with that image of Chizuru, and then chapter 303 we haven't seen any footage of that. Then there seems to be footage of chapter 304 and 305. 304 seems to have Chizuru wearing her play attire, and then we seem to have a reference to the play elements and Kazuya talking to Minnie, which made me think of chapter 264, which is the start of the play arc. So interesting things Reiji is calling back to here, and I think it's all going to come back full circle, and Reiji's definitely essentially setting up for things to really kick into gear, especially considering Kazuya essentially has a week or less than a week left of staying here in this house. So Chizuru's gonna have to be doing some interesting elements, and I think in the end of this, the card that Kazuya gave her on her birthday is gonna come into play. Maybe the card is the proposal, I don't fucking know, but I think the card is gonna come into play, and many of us have predicted the card that Kazuya gave her, which is like the little ticket that makes any wishes come true. Chizuru might use it to tell Kazuya and Minnie to stay, or something along those lines. We'll have to see. I think that's gonna be really important factors into understanding what's coming up, and yeah, that's kind of it for this video. The big thing I wanted to announce for the video is essentially this. I have already made a Patreon. I finished a Patreon, I set it up, it's all said and done. The only thing is that it's not completely ironed out, but it's all set up. So if you guys would like to support me, I'll link it down below. It's not fully completed, so for example, there are aspects that's like, I said there would be a Discord. There isn't a Discord set up, mostly because I don't know how to set up a Discord. I don't know how to create these like rules. I don't have mods. I don't have any of that stuff. So having to figure out Discord all on my own is a lot of work. So so I'm not going to be able to get on that just yet. However, I'm going to be uploading my reactions to the episodes of the anime on there, so you get to essentially watch it alongside me. I've only recorded like 3 of them, the last essentially 3 or 4 episodes I've recorded, so I will upload those eventually, and basically you get access to those by just doing the $1 one. I'm trying to make it as accessible as possible without charging anyone like ridiculous amounts of money, so you don't feel like you're being left out or anything like that. And don't pay extra unless you have the money and you're okay with spending that kind of money. Don't go and spend like crazy amounts of money on this just because maybe you like me as a content creator or something. I don't fucking know. Either way, I do appreciate it, and I think I will shout out the people who like put the higher tier subs and stuff like that. Heck, I might just shout you guys out in general by the end of the video. Anywho, that's kind of roughly it. That's the big announcement, and the reason I made the Patreon is because now I have kind of more time to focus on the YouTube stuff, because I have changed up my schedule and it has allowed me to work and focus a lot more on the YouTube content, so that way I can make videos a lot more easily than before. But videos are not nearly as lucrative as you guys might think, especially when you're as small as I am, which is one of the reasons I'm making a Patreon. So in the end of the line, it's worth it for me and it's worth it for you guys, and it allows me to focus more on the content I want to create. Anywho, I've been Fate. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell icon if you enjoyed, and remember, fellas, I'll see you probably maybe tomorrow, maybe after, we'll have to see, and let's mosey.